Hi, Oscar. Hey, Ross Lynch. I have something really cool for tonight. But more about that in a second. I gotta get. Do 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 do. Uh, Facebook. I've got to get Carrie in here. Where is Carrie? Yes. Ask away. Oh, I didn't never said I'm so smart. I would never claim that. But what's your question? What? What? Is that for school? Is that a school project? Oh, oh, I'm sorry, Oscar. There, I'm doing it again. I don't know because I don't know your grandma, dude. Talk about the happy things. Talk about your memories, the good times. Carrie might be able to help you more than I can. Tonight we're going to do a game night. Um, and I did not make this up. I take no credit for it. Yeah, we're going to do a game night, but it's a different type of a game than what I usually do. I am going to give you two seemingly impossible or equally unsettling scenarios from the natural world. You have to quickly choose which you would rather face and then justify it in chat. So you got to tell me why you would pick that. So it might be something like this. Would you rather be lost in a forest where the trees are totally silent, or a field where the grass screams every time you step on it? So then you choose which one you want, and the goal is to see which of the choices is the lesser evil. Hi, Vicki Lewis, 6833. But that is just, that's not the whole, we're not starting yet. That was just an example. And it's sort of a mix between the spooky channel and this channel. I'm sorry, Vicki. I don't mean to be shouting. I'm sorry. I have a slight hearing loss. Sheila, whatever your name is, I'm not a grandma. You can go out and look at my profile, and it will let you know who I am. Hi, Maya, absent 2851. So we're going to get started. Number one. So we're doing a game night. I try to say hello to everybody. And my lives are small enough that I can do that. Yeah, I know what it means. The fact that she did it in caps, I thought I was screaming. That much I do know, Oscar the transport lad. So we're gonna get started. Remember, you have to pick one of these, either A or B. You don't have to be sorry. A, be surrounded by flowers that emit a powerful scent but cause instant crippling despair in anyone who smells them. Hi, Jennifer Delgado, 6090. Wow, we have a lot of new people in. That's incredible. Or B, live in a world where all the trees whisper your name constantly, regardless of the wind. So again, pick one of these. A, be surrounded by flowers that emit a beautiful scent but cause instant crippling despair in anyone who smells them. Or B, live in a world where all the trees whisper your name constantly, regardless of the wind. I feel like I should be doing this with this. It feels like something that my alter ego would be saying. And by the way, I just want to be on the record. I did not. I did not make these up. Okay? I would probably pick B. Number 2. Oh, I forgot again. Number 2. Be trapped in a cave where the rocks are slowly crying clear, bitter tears. Or B, be trapped in a jungle where the air is too heavy to breathe, pushing down on you like water. So again, 2, we have an A. We have an A. Everybody's picking A. Should I don't know if I should do this in his voice or not. Yeah, I would say A too. Maybe except for the whole being trapped in the cave. I feel like we already did this one, but that's okay. We're going to do it again. Number 3. Walk on grass that screams every time you step on it. Or B, be lost in a forest where the trees are totally silent, absorbing all sound. So not only are they silent, but they absorb all of the sound. Oh, this, guys, I totally feel like I should be in costume for this. It doesn't say. I don't know. I like to be able to hear things. I'm going to pick A. Maybe. Can I dress up for this? I feel like I should. Some of these are really blah. This one's just the worst of them. 4. 4. Be forced to drink water from a river that is pure, but the water tastes like rust and um um the essence of life, blood. Or B, be forced to eat fruits that look fresh, but every bite causes you to forget one memory. That is a crazy one. I'm sorry to those of you who are sensitive, and that one just makes you go nuts. A is be forced to drink water from a river that is pure, but it tastes exactly like rust and blood. I'm going to get in trouble for this one. I know I am. Number 5. Be in a room where the shadows are sticky and heavy, making it hard to move your limbs. Or B, oh, or B, be outside where the sunlight feels exactly like millions of tiny needles pricking your skin. No. Sorry, I lost something. No, they just hurt. Okay. Be in a room where the shadows are sticky and heavy, making it hard to move your limbs, or be outside where the sunlight feels exactly like millions of tiny needles pricking your skin. I lost my other. Well, I was going to, D-Man. I was going to bring the my friend onto live, but I lost the other mask. Sunburn? Oh my goodness, guys. Some of these questions. I apologize. So, these are bad. Have your house surrounded by ivy that only grows when it is fed drops of human pain, or B, have a garden where all the sunflowers turn their faces toward the shadow instead of the light. Okay, that seals it. I really need my mask because I cannot read these with a straight face. I didn't realize they would be this dark. That's what I get for not looking at them ahead of time. Have your house surrounded by ivy that only grows when it is fed drops of human pain, or B, have a garden where all the sunflowers turn their faces toward the light instead of. I read that wrong. B, have a garden where all the sunflowers turn their faces toward the shadow instead of the light. I think the AI got really confused. Gosh darn it. What is going on with my. No, the phone is good. Apparently it's me that's not. Seven. Number 7. Be stalked by a creature that perfectly mimics your own reflection, only visible in still water. Or B. Be stalked by a creature that perfectly mimics your closest friend's voice when it hunts. Number 8. Spend a week in a field where all of the butterflies are the size of ravens, but completely harmless. Spend a week on a beach where all the sand grains are tiny, screaming insects, but they don't bite. Again, spend a week in a field where all the butterflies are the size of ravens, but completely harmless. Or B, spend a week on a beach where all the sand grains are tiny, screaming insects, but they do bite. But they don't bite. Sorry. Doesn't it, though? Okay. Number 9. Be stung by a jellyfish whose venom forces you to tell the deepest truth about your greatest fear. Or B, be bitten by a spider whose venom causes you to temporarily see the world in reverse. Be stung by a jellyfish whose venom forces you to tell the truth about your greatest fear. Or B, be bitten by a spider whose venom causes you to temporarily see the world in reverse. I don't know where my hood went. Found it. To transport to Oscar. No reason to be scared. It's just me doing the dumb thing. Oh, I can't see. Okay, Fleshies, encounter a bear that only attacks when it hears a sound but is deaf, or encounter a deer that is blind but it can smell your fear from a mile away. Encounter a bear that only attacks when it hears a sound but is deaf, or B, encounter a deer that is so blind that it can smell your fear from a mile away. Gotta mix it up a little bit. Ooh, unseen and the elements. Sounds like fun to me. Live in a town where the rain only falls uphill, or B, live in a place where the wind is always blowing but the air never moves. Live in a town where the rain only falls uphill, or B, live in a place where the wind is always blowing but the wind. Live in a town where the rain only falls uphill, or B, live in a place where the wind is always blowing but the air never moves. Yes, I did say this is dumb. Does he not know the rules for this channel? A marriage proposal? Huh! If he only knew. "12. Be certain that every single spider in your house watches you sleep, but never leaves its web, or B, be certain that every single insect you kill records your voice before it dies." Oatman, FF 5211, hello. We're playing a little game today, actually. Truthfully, the fleshies are the game. You have to pick the letter that I'm reading, or you have to pick the choices that I give you. Fleshies. Has everybody answered? I hope so. Let's see if this one is as gruesome as the others. Have a constant layer of fog that is so thick it makes everyone permanently forget their own face, or B, have a layer of night air that is so cold it freezes the sound waves right after they leave your mouth. I'll read that again, fleshies. Have a constant layer of fog that is so thick it makes everyone permanently forget their own face, or B, have a layer of night air that is so cold it leaves sound waves. It freezes the sound waves right after they leave your mouth. I never said they made sense. They're just weird. Uh-oh. Oh, you'll like this one. Ross Lynch. Yes, I did say they were AI generated. Yes, I did. I did. That's why they're so goofy. Aw, no. Nobody can knock themselves except for the guy with the mask. Okay, are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? Because this one's bad. Discover a species of birds that only builds its nest inside of fleshies that have passed on. Or discover a flower that only blooms when it's watered with seawater and human sweat. Discover a species of bird that builds its nest inside humans that are no longer fleshies. Or discover a flower that only blooms when it's watered with seawater and human sweat. This one's even more fun than the last one. Not. Be unable to look up at the night sky because the stars are pulsing human eyes, or be unable to look down at the ground because the soil is soft, damp human hair. Yeah, of course you can, D-Man. Just may, hey, but if you're going to ask it, I I got to see what the next ones are. D-Man, you can ask one, but um of course you can Ralph now. They only get better. A. Find every rock and pebble in the world weighs 1,000 pounds, making them immovable. Man, somebody's going to have a fun time clearing out this room. Find that all the water has become slippery and gel like, making it impossible to hold or drink. Sorry. Go ahead. Sounds more fun. I'm hurt. Yeah, but then you can't pick up the fossils that you find. It's a curse, I tell you. It's a curse. Get paid $1 billion per day and either what? What do I have to do to make $1,000 or $1,000,000 a day? It's got to be something really bad. It always is. By the way, I cannot see. Okay. D-Man, we can't go there, bud. Yeah, but we can't do that, dude. I think I could get in trouble for that. Ross Lynch, you're not helping. Not on this one. Hey, D-Man, I don't usually do this, but can you, like, I know it's bad, but we just have to, I'm even having to be careful a little bit. Some of these I'm trying to. Yeah. I thought I was uh have every body of water you approach be black and reflective, showing your reflection but nothing else. Or B, have every shadow you walk through emit a silent, freezing cold that drains your body heat. I should do this on the flick. I should do this on TikTok. I don't know. Okay, I don't like the cold, so I'm going to go with A. But not if you're walking through a sunlit forest. Oh, I like this one. Sleep in a room where all the furniture is covered in harmless, rapidly growing mold. Or B, sleep outside where the moonlight causes temporary total color blindness. Sounds like a nightmare to me. Again, that is sleep in a room where all the furniture is covered in harmless, rapidly growing white mold. Or B, sleep outside where the moonlight causes temporary but total color blindness. That is true. Eh, I suppose so. Ooh, this one sounds like sounds like fun. 19. Discover that sand on the bottom of a lake is constantly trying to grasp your ankles with tiny, hair like roots. Or B. Discover that the clouds are actually made of billions of microscopic, hungry teeth. Ooh. Think of all the billions and billions of little microscopic, hungry teeth that are out right now, Carrie. It sends shivers down my non existent spine. You all are picking B, the hungry microscopic teeth? But the plane won't. Think about that. Realize every time you blink, all the plants in the world change their position slightly. Or B, realize that the only way to silence the noise of the wind is to scream louder. Realize every time you blink that all the plants in the world change their position. Or B, realize the only way to silence the noise of the wind is to scream louder than it. The air is permanently covered by clouds that look exactly like rotting meat. Or B, the moon is permanently visible and has a cracked, weeping surface. That was boring. The sky is permanently covered by clouds that look exactly like rotting meat, and the moon is permanently visible but has a cracked and weeping surface. Nobody wants clouds that look like me. I'm hurt. Experience a silent drizzle of rain that makes your clothes feel heavy and brittle like glass. Or B, experience intense sunlight that casts no shadows from anything, including yourself. Boy, that one was just dumb. What happened to all of my friends? They left. I don't know what I like better. The mask being up slightly, it makes me look taller. Don't you think? Don't you think it makes me look a little bit taller? Carrie, what do you think? Should I do this all the time? And the best part is, I can see you, but you can't see my eyes. Anyway, 23. Be in a valley where the air is completely thin, making every breath feel like a desperate gasp. Or B, be on a coastline where the ocean waves never crash, but just silently rise and fall at impossible heights. Hey, D-Man, do you got one that isn't risque? You like me when I'm sassy? A deformed stormtrooper? Something tells me that's not good. What would happen if I take off my head? Huh? Oh, that would look so cool. As if I had like an old black suit that covered up my eyes. What would I look like without the light? Let's find out. How's that? Uh-oh. I just don't want to scratch my glasses. Okay, 24. Your bedroom smells faintly of ozone and burnt hair. Or B, your bedroom smells faintly of wet soil and disturbed roots. It sounds like a friend that just came up out of the ground. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. A, B, B. Aw, you all want to decompose. That's so sweet. The world is perpetually shrouded in a dim twilight gloom, with no sunrise or sunset. Wow. I could do A, maybe. There is nothing natural about me. Nothing. Totally nothing. Ow. The world is perpetually shrouded in a dim twilight gloom with no sunrise or sunset. Or B, the world is perpetually illuminated by a harsh, unnaturally bright moon with no shadows. Do you know what that means? It means vampires 24/7. Aren't we lucky? Here's a fun one. Discover that all the rodents in your area have eyes that flicker and vanish every few seconds. Or B, discover that all the birds in your area sing only in perfectly synchronized human choir. That is true, Ross Lynch. Oh, the poor werewolves would be stuck. They'd never have a chance to be fleshies. Here's another wah, 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 wah. Have a mosquito bite that makes you instantly forget how to read for 10 minutes, or have a tick bite that makes you instantly remember a traumatic moment that isn't yours. Ugh, I just ate my mask. Ugh. "28. Find an insect that can only be killed if you apologize to it first. Or B, find a flower that only blooms when it feeds on droplets of human saliva. Maybe it could. I don't know. I don't know if I want to find out. I need horns. I feel like it needs horns. I think my thing needs horns. Yes. Do you have one, D-Man? How is my friend doing with his talk? Maybe I should take this off. Because I don't want to scare anybody. Go ahead, D-Man. There goes all my hair. Just remember YouTube rules. Literally. Googly eyes to my mask? Why googly eyes? Why googly eyes? Then I can't see. So an extinct animal comes back into existence. I get a million. I get a wait. I get $1,000,000 each month, but I can't see colors for 2 days. Hey, Oscar, I'm gonna go with B. Oscar, if I put my mask on, is it gonna be an issue? I don't want to give anybody bad dreams. So this won't bug you? Okay. It won't be too bad. The questions will be bad. There we go. That's better. Huh. I think. Hold on a second. The ants in your house move in perfect military formations and stop moving when you look at them. Or B, the snails in your yard leave trails that are filled with miniature struggling reflections of your face. Creepy! I need a new mask. I have a B. That's true. They could. Ooh, this one sounds fun. Be covered in a harmless fungus that constantly whispers your deepest regrets under your skin, or B, be covered in harmless moss that grows faster the more you focus on it. Again, B or A, be covered in harmless fungus that constantly whispers your deepest regrets under your skin, or B, be covered in a harmless moss that grows faster the more you focus on it. It could be. It really could be, Oscar. Oh, this one's a fun one too. All fences and barriers in the world are made of living, interlocking bone. Or B, all bridges and crossing points are made of woven, sentient hair. That's creepy. Every intersection a woven would be made of woven sentient hair. That's just creepy. All fences and barriers in the world are made of living, interlocking bone. All bridges and crossing points are made of woven sentient hair. It sounds like something. Bleh. That one's dumb. I'm not even reading it because it's just dumb. That one's dumb too. I'm not reading them if they're done. It's dumb. I like this one. All deep bodies of water have a visible shivering human outline floating just below the surface, or B, all shallow puddles reflect a version of you that is 20 years younger and weeping. How about this be the end? No, I could never be that. Oh, wow. It is time. Yeah, that would be a little bit annoying, huh? Sorry on that one, Oscar. Ew. You can only drink water from sources that have been filtered through ashes and charred wood, Or B, you can only drink water from water sources that have been purified by a silent fungal colony. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. A meet a version of yourself a year before you kick the bucket. Or B, meet any historical figure both over dinner. I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna say B. I don't want to meet my dead self. Discover. Oh wait. The sound of a bell or a chime causes all the nearby birds to instantly drop from the sky. Or B, the smell of burning leaves causes all the nearby animals to stare at you without blinking. The sound of a bell or chime causes all the nearby birds to drop instantly from the sky. Or B, the smell of burning leaves causes all the nearby animals to stare at you without blinking. No, not drop dead, just drop. Yes, they're okay. Okay, guys, the haunting hour is up. You are looking at one seriously. That was fun. I wonder, I want to see something. These are more in line. Okay, bud. These are more in line with my spooky channel. So I lied. I want to see what happens. I want to see if these. I want to see. I'm not going to do a bunch of these. Uh-oh. I'm all discombobulated. Help! Oh, if only I was on TikTok, I would be having so much fun tonight. At least it's Saturday. I won't read them if they're really bad. You know what? These These are horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Absolutely bad. They are horrible. Ah. How about this one? All of your personal belongings now smell faintly of formaldehyde and preservation fluid. And all your or B, all of your fresh food now smells faintly of gasoline and rust. He did give me a rose. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Here's another one. The dirt in your garden can only grow plants that are toxic to humans, or the rain in your town can only water plants that are already dead. What's the point of watering them if they're already dead? Anyway, I think that's a good idea. Anyway, toxic plants, yes. It only grows plants that are poisonous to humans. I wonder how what my dad would think about that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Carrie? That would just be bad. Although it would make for one very interesting garden. I could really do some really cool videos if that were the case. Instead of growing tomatoes, instead of doing tomatoes, my dad might grow belladonna. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Y'all can. It could be. It could be, but it's not. So we can celebrate that fact, I think. Anyway, guys, good night. Have pleasant dreams. Bye, Oscar. Bye, everybody.